The story begins in the vast, unforgiving savanna of South Africa, where nature doesn't forgive mistakes. A group of poachers quietly move through the tall grass, armed and cautious. They enter a protected wildlife reserve, hunting something far more valuable than survival: lions. After killing a pride, they think the job is done. But they're wrong. From the shadows, something watches them. A massive male lion. Silent, patient, and furious. Without warning, the lion attacks. It moves with terrifying speed, tearing through the men one by one. There's no mercy. No hesitation. This isn't just a predator hunting, this is revenge. Meanwhile, in the city, we meet Dr. Nate Samuels. A recently widowed father trying to reconnect with his two daughters, Meredith and Nora. The loss of their mother has left a deep wound in the family. Nate carries guilt, because when his wife was sick, he wasn't there the way he should have been. Now, he's trying to fix what's left. He decides to take his daughters to South Africa, to visit a wildlife reserve where their mother once felt happiest. A place filled with memories. A place that might help them heal. When they arrive, they're greeted by Martin Battles, an old family friend and wildlife biologist who has dedicated his life to protecting animals. He's experienced, calm, and deeply connected to the land. At first, things feel peaceful. They visit a small village, where the girls learn more about their mother's past. There's laughter, small moments of connection, but something feels off. The village is too quiet. Too empty. Martin senses it immediately. And when they discover the bodies, everything changes. The villagers have been brutally killed. Not hunted. Not attacked randomly. This was deliberate. Martin realizes what they're dealing with. A rogue lion. But not just any lion. This one doesn't behave like a normal predator. It doesn't hunt for food. It hunts out of anger. Out of purpose. And that makes it far more dangerous. Still, Nate insists they leave immediately. But it's already too late. As they drive through the reserve, the lion suddenly appears. Out of nowhere. It charges the vehicle with full force. The impact is violent. The car flips, crashes, and is left completely disabled. The family is trapped. Stranded in the middle of the wild. And the lion is still out there. Watching. Waiting. At first, they try to stay calm. Martin assesses the situation. The car is badly damaged. Communication is gone. And help is far away. Their only option is to survive. But the lion isn't finished. It circles the area, stalking them like prey. Every movement they make, it observes. Every sound, it hears. This isn't a random encounter anymore. This is a hunt. As time passes, tension rises. The heat becomes unbearable. Water is limited. And fear begins to take over. Nate tries to stay strong for his daughters, but the truth is, he's terrified. And he knows he's not prepared for this. Martin, on the other hand, understands exactly what they're facing. He explains that the lion has likely been traumatized by poachers. After losing its pride, it no longer sees humans as separate from the threat. To the lion, all humans are enemies. Which means, it won't stop. As night approaches, things get worse. The darkness gives the lion an advantage. Its eyes glow in the shadows. Its presence feels closer. More aggressive. At one point, it attacks again. The car shakes violently as the lion slams into it. Glass shatters. Metal bends. And for a moment, it feels like the end. But somehow, they survive. Barely. Martin realizes they can't stay here. If they wait, the lion will eventually break through. They need to move. Carefully, they make their way out of the wreckage. Step by step, they move through the tall grass. Every sound feels amplified. Every shadow looks alive. The girls try to stay quiet, but fear is written all over their faces. Nate does everything he can to protect them, but deep down, he knows he's outmatched. They reach a nearby structure, an abandoned building used by rangers. It offers temporary shelter. A place to hide. But not for long. Inside, they find supplies, including a radio. Hope. But it's fragile. As they try to call for help, the lion returns. It circles the building, testing their defenses. Scratching. Pushing. Waiting for weakness. The tension is unbearable. At any moment, it could break in. And then, it does. The lion forces its way inside. Chaos erupts. Everyone runs. Screams echo through the building. Martin tries to distract the lion, risking his life to give the others a chance. And in a brutal moment, he's attacked. The lion strikes with full force, leaving Martin severely injured. Nate is forced to make a choice. Stay and fight, or run and save his daughters. He chooses his daughters. And they escape. But now, they're alone. Nate and the girls continue through the wilderness. Exhausted. Terrified. Running on pure survival instinct. Nate begins to change. The fear is still there, but something else is growing. Determination. He knows that no one is coming to save them. If they want to survive, he has to become stronger. Smarter. Faster. They eventually reach another vehicle. A chance to escape. But the lion isn't far behind. It attacks again. Relentless. Unstoppable. The vehicle becomes another battleground. And once again, survival comes down to seconds. As the story reaches its climax, Nate makes a final decision. He realizes that running won't work. The lion will keep coming. The only way to survive is to confront it. He faces the lion directly. No weapons. No protection. Just a man against a force of nature. The fight is brutal. Raw. Desperate. Nate is thrown, clawed, nearly killed. But he refuses to give up. Not this time. Not again. For his daughters, he keeps fighting. And in the end, the lion is defeated. Silence falls over the savannah. The danger is gone. But the cost is clear. Nate collapses, barely alive. His daughters rush to him. This time, he didn't run. He didn't fail them. He stayed. He fought. And he survived. If you enjoyed this story of survival, courage, and redemption, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next recap.